to Linda's Pantry. So today I was kind of going through and organizing some videos, and I decided that I was going to redo a recipe that I've done for you before, but it wasn't in HD, and the HD quality just makes all the difference, especially when you're watching food videos. It just makes it seem like it's more like real life. So I decided to go ahead and remake this, plus one of my coworkers really wanted this recipe, and it's so simple and easy. This was given to me by a very dear friend years ago, and I just go to it every time I want to make these chicken enchiladas. And I'm going to prep these ahead for my husband to take so he has something to eat while he's away. And so that's what I'm doing today. I got a rotisserie chicken, I've cut it all up, and we're going to get started. If this inspires you to stay with me, and I hope it does, I'd like you to go down in the description box below, hit that show more button, and look down there. I've got my Facebook page. You can go over there and like that page and get in on the conversation. We've got a ton of people over there now. And as well, right next to that is my Wild Tree website, where you can go shop for all organic, all natural products, and maybe decide to become a rep yourself and get a discount every time you shop. All right, guys, let's go do some beautiful, easy chicken enchiladas. So I'm glad you stayed for this. It's super easy, and it's been a go-to recipe in our family for a long time. So thank you, Dina. Anyways, if she watches this. It takes a 16-ounce tub of sour cream. You want a whole chicken. You want 2 cans of cream of chicken and mushroom soup. And I don't cook with this stuff like this all the time, but there's really no replacement for this one. And you can use red or green sauce, but I like the red. And I get the medium heat and a large can of diced chilies, you know, just your fire roasted chilies. And so super easy to put together, kind of messy. I will say that it's kind of messy. So you're going to put your sour cream, the whole tub, down in one bowl here. Enough to handle the sour cream, the chilies, and the 2 cans of soup. Oops. And you're going to go ahead and add your diced chilies. Now, if you wanted to add or take away, you could take these out or add a different type of chili if that would, you know, suits your fancy. It's totally up to you. So my husband has to pretty much fend for himself when he's at work, you know, on his job and away from home. And so I'm prepping some stuff ahead. This will be a meal for him and his boss, and for a couple nights anyways, and then he gets to eat healthy the rest of the week. He gets one decadent thing that he really likes, and then make him eat healthy after that. But it's still better than going to, you know, depending on a fast food or a restaurant. So you're just going to stir this around. In the other bowl, you're putting your 28-ounce can of enchilada sauce right down by itself. And you'll see that stuff kind of settles on the bottom, because all it really is chilies. And so you get your chicken and sour cream mixture all mixed up. How easy is that? And that by itself is really good. Sometimes I'll add extra chilies to it, but this time I think the large can is plenty. You're going to need some shredded Mexican blend cheese, or you can use just sharp, totally up to you. So once you feel like you've got it blended good enough, then what you're going to do is you're going to put half of your mixture in the enchilada sauce. Let me make sure you can see what I see. Okay. So about half, because you're going to reserve the rest for the top of your enchiladas. And I'm not claiming these to be authentic. I'm claiming these to be authentic Linda's Pantry or Dina's Enchiladas. Okay. And then you just really get this all incorporated. You're going to add your chicken in there. And as soon as I get that done, I will bring you back and we'll start loading up some tortillas. You want flour tortillas for this one. All right, so we're gonna make this super easy. This makes a ton of food. It's gonna probably make 2 of these casserole dishes. So one will probably go to work with me. You want these 8-ounce tortillas, flour tortillas, and that will get you through, you're going to need about 20 of them, if not more. And then I just take a spoon, and it gets a little messy. Just take a spoon and spoon down some of your chicken. See, I'm already making a mess. Spoon down your chicken, and it's going to be kind of saucy, so then I get some little bit of cheese out of here, and usually the first one I kind of overfill it because that's, you got to get the rhythm down. Now, whether you want to seal up the sides or not is totally up to you. I like these to be kind of, a good size, but not so big that you can't eat just one, because one of these is plenty for me. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. And so that's exactly what we're doing. We're just gonna get the meat mixture, and if you have more sauce than you feel like, oh gosh, I need to add something to that, add a can of home canned chicken to it, or store-bought canned chicken. Nothing wrong with that. You can do these mild, you can do these hot, you can do these any way you like, but you gotta have the sour cream and the soup mix. Honestly, that's what makes this recipe. So I'm going to continue rolling those, and I'll bring you back when I put the topping on and get them ready for the oven. Now, these are not going in the oven because they're going on a trip. Okay. All right, so I got them all rolled. Let's see how many I got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 in that pan. That's pretty good. I still have a fair amount left over here. I'm going to do a smaller pan here in a second. And don't have a whole lot of cheese left, but you want to take your sour cream mixture, soup and sour cream and chilies, and top these. It makes this dish. I can't even tell you how delicious this is. We don't get to have it very often, about once a year, but my husband requested, because he's probably going to be in charge of a dinner or two, and this will be better than what he would probably put together. So you just want to top it. You don't have to drown it or anything. And that's the end of this plate. I'm going to save the rest for the other smaller version. Then I'm going to cover this in plastic wrap first, because it's going on a drip. I want to make sure that it's protected and sealed up nicely. So get my plastic wrap. And I don't worry if a little bit gets on the plastic wrap because it's all good. And I'll grab the lid to this. And these China oven bakeware is fabulous. Now you could freeze these enchiladas just like this, or you could bake them off and then freeze them. I've done it both ways, and they absolutely come out perfect every time. So it's totally up to you how you do it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a smaller tray together so you can see what they look like when they're done, and show you what they taste like. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this is the last of these. This actually made 22 of these, and you can see, I mean, they're not huge. They're the span of my hand, but that's a lot of food. And so I'm going to put one of these pans in the freezer for later, and I'll bake one off right now so you guys can see what they look like cooked, and I'll give you a taste test, and then I'll make Michael eat the rest of it. Anyways, so let's go put this in a 350-degree oven for about a half an hour is all it takes, just till they're cooked through bubbly. You know, the chicken's already cooked. There's really nothing raw in there, but you just want to warm it all the way through and make it nice and hot, and kind of crisp up the tortilla on the bottom a little bit. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm really glad that you stayed along for the end result, because here it is. It was kind of a challenge to get out of the pan, but I did it. Someday I'll do a blooper reel. You guys can see what really happens. But I've got this here. My husband promised me he would finish this off, so I can take a bite, and he will eat the rest and take the rest with him, because this is not my everyday food here. So I'm just going to take a little bite off of this, and we'll get this going. And here we go. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. That is absolutely decadent and delicious. And I know when you think about the ingredients, you go, how could that be decadent? But it's just so comforting, and all the flavors just sing together. So you want to make sure that you cook it long enough the bottom of the tortilla gets a little crunch on it, and the inside is just melting and delicious. So I hope this inspires you to come back. I truly hope it inspires you to stay tuned to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this. Share it on your Facebook page and help my channel grow. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.